the Camp Gym interns, and I will be doing the Fireside devo this morning, and I'll be reading out of Acts 2:42 through 47. So they devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching and to fellowship, to the breaking of bread and to prayer. Everyone was filled with awe at the many wonders and signs performed by the apostles. All the believers were together and had everything in common. They sold property and possessions to give to anyone who had need. Every day they continued to meet together in the temple courts, and they broke bread in their homes and ate together with glad and sincere hearts, praising God and enjoying the favor of all the people, and the Lord adding to their number daily those who were being saved. So what is community? A community is a group of people living in the same place or having a particular characteristic in common. Community is one of the most important things that we as people need. What God has been teaching me is that God created us to be relational beings and have relationships with one another. Relationships are hard work. It takes time to be able to build trust and communicate with the people you live with and the people around you. But when you do, you are learning how God designed us. In these verses, it explains the way that the first church developed community. A community of believers living together is such a giving thing. We as believers may not have everything in common, but the one thing that we do have in common is the relationship with Christ and pressing forth to be able to share His love for us and to others. In this pandemic, we might feel alone, but we aren't. And we as a community are in this together. And this is one of the things that we do have in common. We may not have sold our property or possessions, and this message is not a command to do so, but for us to realize that some of us did lose our jobs or are working on the front lines, but we are a community. And another thing that I got out of these verses was that in verse 46, they continue to meet together. I have been so encouraged by the community during this time, as people have been meeting on Zoom calls, Google Meets, or FaceTime, or however you have been communicating. Being able to still reach out to people and talk with them, and knowing that we are not alone. In verse 47, it says, they broke bread in their homes and ate together with glad and sincere hearts, praising God and enjoying the favor of all the people. Community isn't just in the church. It starts at home with our families. The most beautiful thing in this shelter in place was being able to spend more precious time with our families. Maybe you had time to just sit down and have a meal together, or be able to get a board game out that has been sitting in the closet collecting dust, or going on a walk with a family friend. Whatever that looks like, I hope that you have been able to have time together and slow down. If you haven't had the chance to slow down and be with your family, it's not too late. One last thought, because relationships are hard, and when you talk with others and there is conflict, come with a humble heart and be able to share each other's hearts in the midst of conflict. I have definitely learned this, especially this year. There will be discussion questions below to talk amongst each other, and also verses to reflect on as you are watching this message. I hope you are enjoying these devos, and you guys are having a wonderful day.